What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Right here we'll be watching some interesting and unsettling videos that will make you question our reality. 大家好，我是大金，欢迎回到我的频道。在这里呢，我们会一起来看一些那些在美国网络上面流传的一些奇异的挑战我们认知的一些影片。那话不多说，我们赶快开始吧 Let's go! Alright.
We may be on the verge of having artificial blood that can be given to anyone regardless of their blood type. And let me tell you, we seriously need it. Right now, only 50% of Americans know their blood type. Here's what we're working with. Blood comes in 8 main types: A, B, AB, and O, then layer on positive and negative. And compatibility matters. So when emergencies hit and there's no time for blood typing, people literally die waiting for compatible blood. But scientists at Nara Medical University in Japan think they've cracked this decades-old problem. They're creating artificial blood that works for everyone regardless of blood type. And here's how they did it. They extracted the protein in your blood that carries oxygen, hemoglobin, from expired donor blood, which, by the way, expires after only 42 days. Then the hemoglobin is encased in a protective shell that creates a stable environment for the red blood cells that don't have the surface markers that cause blood type issues. Basically, they've made universal blood by removing what makes blood incompatible in the first place. This blood can be stored for up to 2 years at room temperature and 5 in a fridge, which is a huge difference compared to the 42-day shelf life of actual blood. Japan started human trials in March 2025, the first country to test universal artificial blood at this scale. 16 volunteers got 100 to 40 milliliters with promising results. No major side effects, and the blood successfully carried oxygen. This work builds on their 2022 trials that showed only minor, quickly resolved side effects like fevers. If all goes well, the team hopes to see this artificial blood in use by 2030. And if it works, we're talking about eliminating blood shortages, compatibility issues, and storage problems simultaneously.
Yeah, that would be like great. So basically, first of all, they used expired blood. So it's not even like they require new, fresh blood. And then the stable shelf life in room temperature. Wow. And then that's going to be like on the market, or that's going to be available for everybody 2030. Wow. Crazy.
Let me tell you about some crazy history they didn't teach you in school. At George Washington's 1787 farewell party, guests went through 60 bottles of claret, 54 bottles of Madeira, 22 of porter, 8 of whiskey, 8 of hard cider, and 7 bowls of alcoholic punch. There were less than 50 people there. This is a colorized photo of Central Park in 1933 during the Great Depression in New York. A man in 1907 put tiny cameras on pigeons, and then these are the aerial shots of the city that he got. I mean, are people today even doing that? That's pretty creative. This is a housewife in 1947 posing with $12.50 of groceries for the week. This was for herself, her husband, her 2 kids, and the family cat. If that money was the same today, you'd be able to get like one thing from that picture. Apparently, the United States learned about Stalin's death for the first time when a 21-year-old Air Force staff sergeant intercepted a coded message from Russia, and that sergeant was Johnny Cash.
What? The Johnny Cash?
I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned.
Alright.
Rápido, yo te veo rápido, ey, rápido. Es rápido, así dura.
Sí, de una.
Rápido, yo te veo rápido, ey, rápido. Es rápido, así dura.
Sí, de una.
So the title say that's my sister 3 years ago. So I mean, it can easily be somebody painted their face white and then do a clip like this, but I mean, to use their past sister as a title, that just kind of too disrespectful to the person's sister. So what do you think? You think it's real?
We want to hear your skinwalker story.
Okay. 2 summers ago, I went to a tiny little mountain town in Colorado. It's beautiful, but it's kind of creepy. And there's a guy named Joe, and he has the scariest skinwalker story ever. He's in this town in Colorado. They're driving middle of the night, pitch black, no light pollution, nothing. And they see a deer in the road, and they slow down, and it doesn't move. When they pass by it, they kind of look at the face, and it looks peculiar. They're like, did a double take, like, what the heck? They keep driving, and he looks in the rearview mirror, and the deer still didn't move, and it's turning, like, towards his car and following their car.
Oh no.
He speeds up a little bit, and the deer is running faster now, like 30, 40 miles an hour, following behind their car. He gets up on his hind legs, and they're going like 70 now, and it runs all the way up to his window right here. He's driving, and it runs up to the window, and it's banging on the door, and it has like a human face. They sped up enough to where it couldn't keep up anymore. But the next morning, like the car is like torn up. The window is just like completely wrecked. There's scratches and like dents all over the driver's side door, and they said it was just the scariest thing. And my friend told me that story while we're out in the middle of nowhere on a ranch fishing, and I'm like, is he about to kill me, dude? This is so scary.
No one has to believe that Bashar is real to get benefit out of the channeling, because again, it's an altered state that allows us to bring information through from a different level, a different perspective, and it seems to be very beneficial. It could be my own consciousness, and in fact, I actually think my own consciousness has to be involved, because all I'm doing is sort of mirroring or modeling his consciousness. So even if he's not real, I think that it's still a very beneficial state, and people can get a lot of benefit out of it, whether Bashar exists or not. So I just tell them they don't have to believe. Focus on the information. That's the most important thing to me, because that's the thing that makes the biggest difference in our lives when we apply it.
What do you say to people who think it's just an act?
That's okay. They can think what they want. I know the experience that I'm having. I'm not an actor. I have actually tried to imitate Bashar, and I can't. The thing that's interesting is I've never seen an actor capable of doing what is actually happening to my body and the way the words come out when I'm actually channeling, as certainly not for the sustained amount of time that I do it. It's just what's happening to me. But again, they don't have to believe. I never say anyone has to believe, and I can't prove that Bashar is real anyway, and I would never try, because that's really not what it's all about. If someday Bashar is going to have open contact with us, then he'll be here in the physical, and that'll be all the proof anyone needs. For now, they really are purposely staying in the background because they really want us to focus on the information. They don't want us to focus on them. They've noticed in our history what tends to happen when people focus on the messenger instead of the message, anything from deification to crucifixion. So they understand that we need time to absorb this information, and they stay at arm's length to allow us the opportunity to decide whether or not this information works for us. That's completely up to us. So if somebody doesn't want to believe this is real, that's fine. They have their own path. They're going to find what they need somewhere else. I'm just doing this because this is what happened in my life. This is just the way it happened for me.
Here's the million-dollar question. Do you believe that a higher form of non-human intelligence has visited this planet?
Right. So non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing. And there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
And so, Carl, that is quite a bold statement. I'm wondering, and I'm curious, how confident are you that that is true?
There's zero doubt.
I think right now, credible people start popping up to tell us their experience with like extraterrestrial and stuff like that is, I think, because the government allows it now.
Y'all see this photo?
Uh-huh. Ah! No!
What? What's wrong?
No!
Oh, I see it.
That's the
That's upsetting.
And would you like to see it?
Yeah. Give me a close
zoomed in?
No.
Don't like it.
That is literally... Burn the building. Burn it down. We don't need a bowling alley anyways.
Nope.
That is literally the witch from Snow White.
Cole sent this to us. Hey there. I wanted to share this photo with you guys from years ago in my hometown of Ellie, Minnesota. there were always stories about our old bowling alley being haunted. My friend's mom was out with a bunch of her friends and asked the bartender to take a picture of them all. It's just crazy
I
that
hate
them
it.
eyes glow.
I hate that.
That's what freaks me out, is that it's like, it's got the red eye thing. It's got the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coley said it best. The bowling alley belongs to it now.
Yeah.
They can have it. They can have it. I don't want it. I don't want it for you guys. That's awful.
So what do you think it is?
A non-human entity. Sheila says a ghoul. Ghoul definitely has ghoul-like quality to it. It does not seem, if anything, it could be a shape-shifting entity.
Yeah.
It is disturbing to look at.
Yeah, they're talking about the red eye. Like everybody in that picture, they got like kind of like red eye reflection. So I mean, people in the back also has like shiny eye because of the flash. So I don't know, maybe just like scary looking staff in the background. Who knows? All right.
只要2到3公分这个口子，把胶水灌进去，那么就可以让这个骨头实现固定。用了我们胶水之后，像有些病人粉碎性骨折，我们3到5分钟就把它进行复位固定。材料呢，跟我们人体骨的成分完全一样的，天然的无机成分，体内3到6个月的时间，会跟我们的骨头进行吸收同化，最后胶水会全部消失掉，长出我们人体自身的骨头。
Oh yeah, I saw this one on Twitter. Like people are posting about this new finding. Apparently, this bone glue can, glue the bones together even in a blood-rich area. So you don't have to extract or expose the bone or anything like that. And then the glue is made of something from like oyster shell, basically biodegradable, so it will basically absorb by your body. So that's crazy invention.
On to human ingenuity. About time. Just tile that junk.
That's genius.
Just tile that
just tile that junk.
Whoa.
I mean, this guy went all the way.
Oh, shit.
This isn't even a gimmick. Like, he went all the way.
Oh, wow. Luxury interior.
Yeah, just tile that junk all the way. I like
luxury.
All right.
28 weeks pregnant. You know what I'm going to take? Some Tylenol, the acetaminophen. It's going to work like a charm, and my baby won't have autism.
What is happening here? Like, do you have a fever right now? If you don't, you probably don't need to be taking that. Anyway, I can hear it. Cheers erupting across big pharma boardrooms all across America. Mainstream media, they are all now running article after article saying that research doesn't show that using Tylenol causes autism. Well, except what about this study from Johns Hopkins? From 2019, a new study from researchers at Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health have found that exposure to acetaminophen in the womb may increase the risk of a child developing ADHD or autism. And also, all of these studies that date back many, many years. Tylenol themselves don't even recommend their products while pregnant. This is from 2017. Look, you cannot like Trump and also be critical of Big Pharma. Okay?
All right.
Another thing that's going on nonstop is they say my name. I mean, constantly they're saying my name. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if they don't say my name right now. I'm uploading a YouTube video now. I think I heard a knock on that door.
Hello? Scary.
I think I heard a knock on that door. I heard a knock on that door.
Somebody's mimicking him.
We're going to do a complete walkthrough. Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh. Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh.
Somebody was mimicking his voice. And then the person, like the shape show up. And then right after that he turned back, the shape disappeared. Do you think it's real? It's pretty scary. Alright.
When you see this photograph, what do you see? What if I told you that the National Archives released this image and this was taken in 1959 on board a C-130? The story goes, a C-130 flying anti-sub patrol out of Largez caught it on the climb through 28,000 feet. You can see the ocean. The craft has 6 holes in them, like windows, and there's no wings, no tail, and nothing of that nature. It wasn't a blimp, wasn't a submarine drone. The crew said it matched speed and then peeled off like a shark, dove through the clouds, and then disappeared. Blue Book said balloon from child's drawing, except the balloon files are missing, right? And the object on the National Archives comes up as an optically fabricated UFO photo, cut-out drawing, superimposed on a print and recopied during a scientific study of UFOs. So apparently, originally they tried to take a child's drawing and superimpose that over a ridgeline and call it fake, and then they buried this photo until now, where it's been released. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Genuine anomalous craft that has been released with the slow disclosure leak that we've been experiencing at the minute? Or is it just pretty mundane? I don't know, mate. I thought this was interesting to share.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And that looks like... Yeah, those looks like window. So it's like, what, tour bus? Why so much window? Well, it does remind me of Totoro's cab bus.
A woman named Lacey received a video from her sister late one night. Her sister and her little niece had just gotten a pool and had ordered some solar lights to light up the pool, so they can see it at night and use it in the evening too. So she decided to record a video of the pool showing how cool it looked to send to her sister Lacey when something strange is captured. Watch closely.
You might be able to do it on the phone.
What looks like a white ghostly figure can be seen running around the pool. Yet the only 2 people there was Lacey's sister recording and her niece, who can be seen looking at the pool. Even stranger is that this figure seems to pass right through her niece. It wasn't until Lacey received the video that she noticed the ghost and pointed it out to her sister, who says she saw nothing there in person at the time.
So you have direct knowledge of UAP being actual craft of unknown or non-human origin? From your official capacity of work, you have some direct knowledge of that?
100%. Not only do I have it, I testified to it, I provided materials proving it, and it was proven to me that what I provided was in fact true.
Who did you testify to? List them out.
Senate staff, House staff, Arrow, and the ICIG.
Under oath.
Under oath. FBI was there. The ICIG was there. The DOD was there at points in time. Staff members from services, intelligence. Basically, I went through the whole kit and caboodle to tell the truth and get this on record because I have grave concerns for what is happening to people.
Is there something else in between that thing that you saw that went, other experiences, things that you saw, either as a citizen or while working for the government, that you want to share with us?
There are many. I think as of this time, what I will say is this. I have direct first-hand knowledge and exposure to crash recovery, reverse engineering, integration of technology into, as well as the most important piece of technology on the planet, and it's not the craft themselves.
It would be the power source.
You can make that assessment yourself.
In a sense, you are a patriot, of course. You love your country, but you are a patriot in a sense that there's a limit to it. And when people violate the Constitution or go against the law or treat people who are living up to their oaths poorly, threatening them, intimidating, then it has to come out.
Yeah, it's infuriating. People There's a difference between being disgruntled and me being disgruntled and me be releasing everything. Names, locations, places, crimes that were committed. I'm aware of. Stalking, I'm aware of. Brake lines being cut. It would be me releasing all of that. And I'm not doing that. I am doing that because this needs to be told. The people that are in these programs and the decision makers at Congress and the executive branch owe it to the American people, to the whistleblowers, to the veterans, to the service members, to tell the truth in the capacity they can, because this is coming out no matter what.
So these are the 3 most important steps to manifest your desired reality, according to Dr. Joe Dispenza. And if you've been struggling to manifest, watch till the end as I explain the science behind it. Step number 1 is to get into a coherent state. Translation, your heart, brain, and your nervous system need to sync up in order to get out of survival mode. Research shows that breathing at about 5 to 6 breaths per minute improves your heart rate variability and respiratory sinus arrhythmia, which are signs that your vagus nerve is driving your body into a parasympathetic state, lowering stress while bringing the higher emotional and thinking centers of your brain into coherence. Step number 2 is setting the intention via visualization. Brain scans show that mental imagery activates the same neural networks as the real action, hence why professional athletes mentally rehearse before competing, increasing the chances of performing better. Finally, step number 3 is to fuel it with elevated emotions. Studies show that emotional arousal strengthens memory formation, where certain parts of your brain literally tag these experiences with more importance, wiring them more deeply. And this is focusing on the essence of the feelings, what freedom, abundance, love, and security brings up in your body, where the physiology it produces tells your brain that this is real and it's happening right now. So when you bring these 3 steps together, you're creating the neurobiological conditions where manifestation is natural.
Coherent state. Breathing 5 to 6 times in a minute. So slowly. Clear intention. Clear intention. Envision your goal. Elevated emotion. So you need to be passionate about your goal.
He heard screaming across the yard, then he saw this. A man was just up in his room relaxing when he heard somebody screaming nearby, so he looks out the window and sees something terrifying.
Oh, that thing is huge, or something tall.
Through the window, an extremely tall dark figure can be seen scaring somebody on the ground, who appears to be asking for help. Many people say this shadow figure resembles that of the Grim Reaper, or a demon. But let me know what you think.
Wow, what was that?
Oh my god, what is that?
Alright, and that's it for today's episode. If you like those videos, please give it a like and subscribe, turn on the notification, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.